Hi, this is Marlon. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'd like to introduce a video that I created using the website Canva. Now Canva is a free alternative to use to create things like thumbnails, images for your slides or your PowerPoint, and lots of other things. We use this to teach our volunteers how to create things, again, like for our little email things and little pictures. And so I hope you enjoy that. I also have a special box that came in the mail this week, so we're going to find out what this is. I'm going to be working on this, and I hope you'll enjoy that, and I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll follow along. I've also been working on my website. I haven't had one up in a while, so go check it out whenever you can. marloniusfunk.com. It's a nickname that somebody gave you. And I'm also getting back into social media. You reach my age and you're like, oh, that's for the younger folks. But again, a lot of people are using it. And so maybe if you want to follow along, I'll have all the links in the description below. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Hi, this is Marlon, and today's video is a quick tutorial on using a program called Canva. And so Canva is basically a type of design website that allows you to, for example, design a poster, a logo, presentation flyer, card, infographic, business card, resume, brochure, etc. And it does so by starting with wonderful, good-looking templates, good-looking logos, good starting points that you can change for yourself. So today we're going to use this app to create thumbnails and possibly slides that we can use for our presentation system at our church. So let's first talk about getting thumbnails for our live stream page. I'm going to open up our livestream.com. All right, so I'm going to go to our public profile here. So this means when somebody comes to our live stream page, they're going to see this. Now, our page did not look like this before. It actually looked like this one with the blanks, 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 blanks. Let's load some more. So you can already see that I've done something, which is to create these thumbnails. So I want to show you how to do that, and we're going to be using Canva. We are using this logo that we created called Supreme Jesus. So let's go to our templates. Presentation, there we go. Okay, so we're here. And this is called a listing presentation. So this would be a presentation that someone might use if they're going to list a piece of real estate. And so you'll notice that there are many versions within this template which you could use as a starting point for your design. We're just going to use the first one here. And I want you to notice a couple things. We have a blue square and then another blue square. So just to show you that there are background image, see how I clicked and grabbed it? I'm just going to do our undo. I'm not going to use that background image because we're not selling buildings. So I'm just going to, it's already selected, so I'm going to hit the delete key and it's gone. Next thing I want you to notice, we have this another text box, and I click on it, I can drag it. And I want you to notice that we get these little magenta colored guidelines. I'm clicking and holding it here, but you see when I get that vertical and horizontal guideline, that means that this box right here is perfectly in the middle. Okay. Now I can do it, not perfectly in the middle, but it will be, up top but in the middle. See that line there? And then this one shows you some different, I'm not sure what that, I'm going to guess that's the safe viewing image. Those of you might be familiar with video. Let me see if I can show you that little box there again. This little box is the title safe area, which means if you put text and it goes on a TV, it's the safe area, where if it goes beyond it in this edge, it might have the opportunity to be cut off. I'm guessing that's what it is, but I don't know for sure. I'm going to click and drag this here about to the bottom. Now I want to edit this thing. Let me move it up just a little bit more. Now, you may or may not realize, but there are 3 separate text boxes. Let me click off. You got one there, and one there, and then you have the shape behind it. So this thing is kind of a combination of all those text boxes and shapes. So I'm going to ungroup them. Now, when I ungroup them, let's see. Let's click on one. Now I can individually move those. Let's do undo because I like them. They're already centered. So I'm going to click on this one. I'm not going to use that one, but this one I am going to use, and it's going to be the title for our sermon series. So let me go ahead and open up my email because I forgot what the new sermon, what the older sermon series are. So all this work can be done ahead of time, and usually the bulletin comes out the day before the day of. So let's go back to November 10th. No, so the one before that was November 2nd. All right, so November 2nd, it was still the same sermon series, Supreme Jesus. And the title of that sermon was Entering God's Rest. So I'm going to click in here. I'm going to select the text, and I'm going to simply type in Entering God's Rest. Okay, now if the title were longer, like we had extra words, in freedom, you'll notice it creates a second line already for you. You don't need to hit enter to make that happen there. Entering God's Rest looks okay. Now the color yellow is not going to do really well in our design, so I'm just going to click on that box and hit delete, and I'm going to click and select the text here, and let's put the date. That date would have been November 2nd, 2019. Now let's talk about font size. Right now, this font has already been selected as part of the theme, and also the font size is 24. Now, that may seem like a large font size if we were to print this on a piece of paper. Yes, 24 would be a nice large font size. But when it comes to screen territory, 24 is something that's quite small. In fact, you would not be able to read it very well far away. So I'm going to recommend that you stay above the 60s. So let's select this text. Let's go to the top here. Let's pick something bigger like 64. And that looks much better. Let's move this up. Get over, click, and move. There you go. Let's put it in that little, there you go, that safe area. Okay, I want it bigger actually. Let's go 70s. And in my opinion, bigger is better when it's on screen. So don't ever try to load something full of text and shrink the font size to, sort of save space. Don't save space, use an extra slide. But I like this nice and big because this will become a thumbnail, which will be smaller, and we will have to read it at that small size. So we got the title of the message, we have the date of the broadcast, and now we need to get the logo. Now, most of our logos for our sermon series are pre-made. Either I make them or someone else on our team. So Canva, we're not using it to create those logo designs. And so let's go to our uploads. And you'll see that's already been uploaded, but let me just delete this just to show you what you would have to do in order to upload this. For example, I would have a folder or a flash drive, pass it off, you get this stuff and you would upload it. So it says just drag one here from your desktop. So let me go to, I have a second screen over here. I'm dragging this picture, dragging it over from my desktop, and that's all you simply do. Now it's uploaded. Okay, so I'm going to click and I'm going to notice there's two options. When I bring it in here, you see when it goes to that outer square, that means it's going to become a background. Okay, I don't want a background. I want it to be just an image on there. Okay, so I'm going to see how it goes right there. Okay, now I can click and move it. So let's move it to the center. There you go, center. And let's bring it down a little bit. Okay, now because of my view, I'm going to say I want this a little bit higher and this a little bit higher. Okay, click and hold it, make sure it's centered horizontally. Yes. Okay, this is great. Let's go ahead and save this. Go to File, and let's change the name. I'm going to change this to Entering God's Rest, and let's put the date on there. let's just call it November 2nd. All right, save. Now this is great. Now we've created this graphic. Now let's download it. So I'm going to click download. It's suggesting PDF, but we're not going to print this. We're going to use a high quality image, PNG, which stands for Portable Network Graphic. This is better than JPEG. We're going to use PNG anyway. And we're going to download. Oh, there goes transparent background. See? Woohoo! All right, let's go prepare your design. It's going to download it. It's going to try to advertise to us. Okay. Oops. Look at that. It downloaded Huel's. Why did it do that? That's weird. I thought we renamed it. Ah, what? I guess we didn't rename it. Let's name it again. This is Entering God's Rest. Oops. Rest. November 2nd. Okay. All right. That looks right. Is that right? Yes. Okay. Now let's download it. Now, of course, I could have renamed that in my program, but I want to make sure it's renamed correctly in the Canva because I'm going to come back to it and use it as a template. All right, so I got this picture here. All right, let's go to our Westlake Community Baptist and let's look. I'm going to scroll down for November 3rd. Is that the right date? That doesn't look right. Let's go to my calendar. November 3rd. Oh, no. I guess I did the wrong date in that bulletin. Let's go back. Okay, this is good. We made a mistake. All right, let's click it here. November 3rd. Not to worry. I'm going to delete that because I don't want to overwrite it or give it a weird little extra number. Okay, so now I'm going to, let's go to File, make sure, yes, name is good, save, yes, and download. PNG and download. Close this. All right, now let's go to November 3rd. Okay, now we are in the, a person visiting our website would not be able to see this option like this. This is our editing option. So we're going to click Add Poster. And then let's go to Entering God's Rest, November 2nd. Click Open. All right, now it's going to ask us to crop it. Now, if this were a different dimension other than 1920 by 1080, we would have to kind of make sure it fits. But since we already set it up that way, we're just going to simply leave it alone and press Crop. And let's see what Livestream does. Now, Livestream does this. It creates that same image. It makes a background blurred version of it. Kind of cool. And then it gives us there. And let's click Watch again just for fun here. All right. There goes our stream that we have on Sunday morning. All right, let's go back to our church here. I'm going to click View Public Profile. Again, I'm logged in as a user here. And so this is what a person coming to our site would see. They can click Load More, and that looks pretty good, right? There goes the one we just did. Now, let's do, we had a problem on our stream October 27th. So let's go. I'm going to go to my bulletin, make another one. Let's see, October 27th. And the name of that sermon was Greater Than Moses. Okay, so let's go back to Canva here. This is the one we just finished on. We're going to go to File, and now I'm going to say Make a Copy. This is great. I don't have to start all over again. I just made a copy. I'm going to keep this logo the same. I'm just going to simply click on this title. And the title is Greater Than Moses, and I'm going to click on the date. The date would have been October 27,2019, and we're done. Let's make sure we name it. Okay, this is going to be Greater Than Moses, October 27th. Hit the tab key. All right, it's saved. Let's download it. Make sure it's a PNG. And here we go. Close the advertisement. Okay, let's go back to our live stream page. October 27th, we click it. Again, because we are in the editor mode, we had a problem that day. I'm going to add poster. We did two versions of that. Click that one, open, crop, and it's there. Very nice. So let's go back and let's do, I guess we had a stream error that day. I'm so glad we fixed those errors. But let's click on this one. We're going to give it the same image there. Crop. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's go back to Westlake Community Baptist Church. Okay, we are using again not our public view, but as a user logged in. So we're going to see that we have a lot of these that we need to do. So that's one of the tasks we're going to do to try to catch up on all this stuff. Let's start a start time. There we go. There we go. I had it sorted that way. So I made this one ahead of time for tomorrow. So this is January 19th. Notice it doesn't say ended. It just says January 19th. Set up our stream time. And that's it. Okay. So thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, again, please let me know. And thank you for your time